And hello, welcome to KelownaNow Live. My name is Jason Mann. This is Jim Check, and we have Ben Klick in studio with us here today. Hey, Ben, it's awesome to see you again.
Thanks for having me back. It's going to be fun.
You know, I love having you around, not just because of the music, but you just spread joy. You're just a happy person, and it's happy.
Joyful holiday.
Yeah.
And I like that you're wearing a hat.
You got my Christmas shirt on.
You
It's
do.
like
You came
tinfoil.
I can wash that.
You don't.
So you have a Christmas song, new Christmas song that we're going to hear a little bit later on, but this is a catch up. Let's get caught up. Let's chat.
Big thing. Congrats, right? On the award.
Yeah, the other day, I mean, it was about a month ago. I'm a little bit late to the party, I won't lie. But I ended up going down to Vancouver for the British Columbia Country Music Awards and came home with 2 awards. Which was incredible. And to me, the thing is being recognized by the community, whether that's in country music, whether that's locally here in town in Kelowna, in British Columbia, regardless. To me, just being recognized is the big piece, and to come away with 2 awards at the end of it was pretty surreal.
At the end of the day, you don't wake up every day to play music in your closet, right? You want people to hear it, and this is kind of a nice recognition that your music is getting out there.
Exactly, and that's the big thing. So one of them was the traditional artist of the year, which kind of gives a nod, I guess, to the traditional side of country music, whether that be bluegrass-related stuff, real instruments, that kind of thing.
The DNA of the genre.
Yeah, kind of where it came
right?
from, the songwriting, the stories behind everything. And the second one was the President's Citation Award, which is given to an artist or an individual within the music industry, country music, that has made some sort of contribution in the ways of being an artist, being a songwriter, but also just being community-based and that type of stuff as well. So that's a
real honor then.
Yeah, it's something that I had no idea that was kind of coming for me. It's only the president that kind of gives that out, and she doesn't tell anybody who it's going to be going into it, so nobody has any idea until the speech goes, and then the name's announced, and it goes from there.
Ooh, yeah. Do we have video of that? We got to get video of that.
There is somewhere. I've got it on my phone somewhere, I think. But and all of the tears and the crying and the shock and stuff like that is there too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so when was that? That was about a month ago, or
it was about a month ago when that all kind of happened, which was pretty cool. And then since then, I've been kind of back and forth in and out of studios, trying to figure out exactly what 2024 looks like from my perspective. My girlfriend and I are going to be heading back down to Nashville at the end of January, just to kind of get back down there, do some more songwriting and that type of stuff. And the other thing we're going to do is get some new recordings out there and that type of stuff for the new year.
So how do you balance that? Recordings and songwriting and touring and all that. Do you see doing any touring, or is it going to be more about closer to the office and the studio kind of a year?
It's a little bit of both. I find that there's a big, like the summer season, I would say, for a lot of us is kind of your busy touring season. And in and amongst the winter and the spring, things are a little bit slower from an on-the-road perspective. So that's when I like to get into the different writers' rooms and into the studios to kind of collect everything up together. And over the next, I'd say, couple of weeks, I'll be redoing things like the websites and updating social media content and things like that to really kind of get things visually ready for
it's like farming.
A launch in 24. Yeah.
You're planting seeds and reaping the harvest and out. Yeah, that's interesting.
There's I was watching something the other day, or somebody was telling me something about these little Easter eggs that artists are now putting into like videos or songs and things like that. And some of the big fans know about them.
Like Taylor Swift is famous for. Right?
Well, that's the thing. Exactly. Yeah. So I've been actually trying to figure out, well, maybe I can plant some Easter eggs and some stuff that's coming out. Or just some fun things that people might notice or people might not notice in videos and stuff like that. So
that's
we'll
cool.
see.
That's a lot of fun.
It keeps it interesting for us, for sure.
Yeah.
So how long in Nashville?
Definitely 3 to 4 months for sure. But it could be longer depending on what it.
So do you have a place down there, or how do you where do you end up
Yeah.
staying?
So the last couple of years I've rented off of some friends down there. And same thing with this year is we'll go down. We've got a little 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath kind of townhouse like thing down there. So we'll be able to just kind of hang out, have people over. If you want to come down and check out Nashville, we got extra.
Just Tegan's down there, isn't she, right now? Or is Tegan there?
She's been back and forth.
Yeah.
I think
she's seen some success too.
Oh gosh, yeah. Tegan's been back and forth there for a while. There's a number of artists
Melissa.
here in town. Yeah. Melissa Livingstone's another one. Dawson Gray.
There's quite a bit of country stuff goes on in Kelowna, right? You'd think it wouldn't be as much, but there's quite a bit of it, eh?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a good following and community based around country music here, and it's cool to be a part of it. I mean, just music in general, it seems to be growing quite rapidly.
When you take an artist like Taylor Swift that kind of cross over genres too, right? That must help too, right?
Oh, totally. I mean, the whole cross genre thing is something to experiment with. And I mean, I find for myself, like, I'll listen to a bunch of different references. I'm country, but I also grew up, or I was born in Vancouver and grew up more kind of city based rather than out in the farm field or anything like that.
Yeah, because there's a few country artists that are kind of like, you could say, if you only heard that one song, you wouldn't peg them as country or something.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so much versatility in country music now that you can't really peg country to be that kind of Western thing anymore. There's just
even
so much to
earlier on though, there would have been weakened or lesser versions of maybe what you're seeing today. Like when big band was the popular music of the era, swing, like country swing, was influenced by that, right? So there's always been that sort of popular influence at some level, but I think there was the Shania stage, and now we're at another level. She was breaking ground, right, a little bit, and here we are. It's gone to a whole nother level, really.
Totally, and I think the nice part about it is taking it to a completely different level that way. It allows for that versatility in country music for artists to now really express who they are and bring in their own influences and be different. I mean, you've got the Taylor Swifts and the Chris Stapletons and things of the world that do that type of stuff, but there's also the independent artists that are trying to break out into the different scenes and into the music industry. So to be able to be versatile like that is pretty cool to kind of see where people want to land.
Yeah. It's it's funny. It's almost like food has gone that way too. Like there's a few restaurants in town. There's more fusion in the food as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a correlation there, but
there could be. I mean, the last song I did was called "Mama's Cooking," so
I do remember that song.
Be.
Yeah. I think you were here. You played it for us as well.
I did, yeah.
I just want to eat like chicken and waffles and mac and cheese after that hearing that song.
Oh, that's right.
So, congrats on those awards, and we're gonna get you to play a little something. We'll talk a little bit after that too, though. What are you gonna play for us?
I've got a new Christmas song that came out on December 1st, and the video actually goes out tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
We recorded it locally with a couple of businesses here in town that helped us out. It's called Santa Rides a Harley, and we had we had Kelowna Harley Davidson and Kelowna Power Sports help us out.
Okay.
When it came to the actual video and giving me a Harley to ride around on for a little bit, and then filming everything at their shops and stuff. So it's a fun little homemade video, but yeah, like I said, it comes out tomorrow, and yeah, you want me to play that thing for you?
Yeah. I can't wait to see the video. It sounds fun. I love the model too of sponsors coming in and helping artists get music going like that. That's neat.
All right. Santa rides a Harley, well, he's looking for a party. He's got chrome on his tailpipe, gold in his teeth, wearing a red leather jacket and some tiny sunglasses, saddlebags full of presents for deliveries. Here he comes, well, it's Santa Claus. You can hear him coming from miles down the street. He's pulling on the throttle. What you see may be hard to believe. Santa rides a Harley on Christmas Eve. Blowing smoke like a chimney, bringing all kinds of naughty. Wearing black boots with a buckle on his feet. He's got a red and white skull cap. Well, he's the big bad bearded biker man, gearing down and revving up 1868 cc. Here he comes, it's Santa Claus. You can hear him coming from miles from down the street. He's pulling on the throttle. What you see may be hard to believe. Santa rides a Harley on Christmas Eve. Ah, here he comes. Vroom. Do you hear what I hear? Doesn't sound like reindeer. It's a rumble from far away. Look at Santa Claus, check out Santa Claus, popping wheelies on a two-wheel sleigh. Here he comes, it's Santa Claus. You can hear him coming from miles from down the street. He's pulling on the throttle. What you see may be hard to believe. Santa rides a Harley on Christmas Eve. Yeah, Santa rides a Harley on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas.
That's very good. That's catchy.
Really?
Thanks.
What's I put you on the spot. What's your favorite Christmas song and favorite Christmas tradition?
I think that one, no?
Well, yeah, that one right there is the new one. Honestly, I love the classics. I think we actually did a video a couple of years ago in front of the Tree of Hope.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, oh gosh, what did we play?
Oh, that was a great song, too, because that was a special thank you to all the healthcare workers and stuff like that, and all the EMS.
It'll come to me in a minute.
We'll have to play that one again. That was a great,
yeah,
that was a great video, too, right?
It was fun. But, I like to do Jingle Bells in shows. One of my favorite Christmas albums, though, is the Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album.
Yeah.
And, I love that. Brett Eldridge is a country artist, and he's got a wicked voice, but he kind of fuses kind of your Michael Bublé big band with country music and puts that together with his voice, and it's phenomenal. Yeah. So that's another really great Christmas record.
Well, this one's unique. It's got maybe a spot in the future Christmas classics list.
Yeah,
so,
let's hope so.
A lot of Harley riders out there are gonna grab onto it, I'm pretty sure.
When you go to Nashville, we should get you to kind of call in, and then we can kind of
do
a show from there.
Totally can.
And I think maybe better yet, I'll take you up on the offer for a personalized tour of Nashville, and I'll do this part down there too, and we'll report back to you, Jim.
There you go.
Sure. Yeah. Fly on down. We got room.
Well, you're gonna have to drive down.
That's true. You can do that too.
Yeah.
Bill C-18 and all.
Oh yeah. The budget's a little tighter these days.
You might have to hitch.
Do what we got to do.
Thank you for coming in, though, Ben.
Oh, of
and
course.
we wish you luck in Nashville.
And video drops tomorrow. How do we see it? How do we?
Yeah, it'll be all up on my Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything like that. I think the debut's tomorrow at 6 a.m. on everything. So
okay.
Yep, follow it there.
Send us some info, and we'll make sure everybody gets it too.
Yeah, we can put it in the story that we're going to do too, right? So we can
Yeah.
put the link in there too, and maybe we'll put that Christmas one in that we did a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was a great Christmas one too, right?
Yeah, fill that in there. And actually, there's I'll say this real quick. There is a show tomorrow. It's the only Christmas show that I'm doing. That is like a public thing. It's up at the Vibrant Vine.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, that's Friday night. Okay.
Friday night, up at the Vine, and there's only I think 5 tables left at this point.
All right.
So yeah, if you want to come out, listen to some Christmas music, and have some fun, that's where I'll be tomorrow night.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for coming in. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Merry
festive
Christmas,
season,
happy
Hanukkah today as
all
well.
the things.
Yeah, all of the things. Fantastic.
And enjoy your trip to Nashville and have a safe and Merry Christmas.
Of course. Thanks, guys.
All right.